Hey guys, welcome back to some more Elder Scrolls Online. In my last episode I created my character. As you can see, I decided to go with the female ranger wood elf type, you know, that sort of thing to get the bows going on. I wanted to become a bit of a kick-ass ranger of sorts, so this is the character I chose. Be sure to go and check that video out, of course. And this is the very start of the game, so this is what you're going to be presented with if you pick up Elder Scrolls Online.
Take a few moments to collect yourself.
What's happening here? Who are you?
Place, yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety.
What do you want from me?
You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titan.
Titanborn, okay. Well, that was the Prophet. He seemed like a pretty serious kind of guy, didn't he?
We are escaping. Let me open your door.
Please do.
That's it. Quickly. You must escape before the guards return here. Everyone...
Well, it looked like that door shut in my face then.
Follow Urgesine.
Alright. Now remember, if you are watching this after the game has been released, this is the beta. So things have changed, or you see some bugs and glitches that aren't normally there. Do remember, this is the beta. So there may be some bugs and glitches and that sort of thing, and I have a bad habit of putting up beta videos and then a year down the track after the game has been released, people will complain that I've done things wrong or there's a bug that isn't there. So do bear in mind, this is all brand new. I'm just choosing my weapon here. As you can see, there's a different class of weapons depending on what you want. So sword and shield. Bow, this is what I'm going to go for because, as I say, it doesn't look like there's going to be any difference in the bow, but I did notice there was two bows, so I'm going to check these out. Take that one. Okay, yep, so we'll equip that one, drag it over to the weapons, there we go. Combat, yep, all pretty basic stuff. Right, so we're escaping the prison. I have a bow now, and it's time to go and kick some ass. I've got another character, actually I've started already. Decided to go for the mage, or the witch as it were, because I chose a high elf witch, but this time, my first bow, okay. Takes a little while to draw it, but it does some good damage. It looks like, see how that's highlighted red when I first sort of aim at that? I think that means that as soon as you target them, your shot is going to hit them. It's actually the same way the spells used with my high elf. Once they're highlighted red, then whatever you shoot or fire at them is going to hit them. So I'll prove here. As soon as they're red, you don't even need to be aiming at it because she was highlighted, because that skeleton was highlighted red. All my shots are going to hit on target. So I guess that makes it a hell of a lot easier than Skyrim, where generally to use a bow you really do need to go first person mode, or at least I find that to be the most effective way of doing it. But it's going to make it a lot easier to use third person, and that's something I found with my high elf as well. I'm actually just going to level up some health there. It's always good to start health, I find. So you can see there, if you're unaware, obviously I have leveled up. This is how you actually do it. So first of all, you assign either your magicka or health or whatever. But you can actually assign some skills and abilities here. So I'm going to go the Assassin's Blade straight away because it looks quite good, and I'll give it a run. But you can see there's some class ones, weapon ones, and all sorts of different things you can actually click on. But that's the Assassin's Blade, so I'm going to give that a run. You can see under weapon there, if I go down to bow, it's not available obviously because I've already used my point up, but there are different ones you can go and click on, and they will unlock at different points. So I could have chosen that one as well as some crafting ones here. So that's the basic leveling system. The inventory. Whoa, that's a huge bitch.
These poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris. What? Who told you to find me?
A strange figure appeared in the cell.
He spoke to you? What did he say?
Said our fates are intertwined.
That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a
Pretty
prisoner
serious
here
sort of
too.
dude.
It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
I'll help
Get
you.
ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
I have so many
I'm sure you
questions.
do. And I'll
Yeah.
answer them as best I can.
Who is the Prophet?
You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore.
I'm gonna go the other one.
Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
Oh yeah. Fair
I don't
enough.
know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself. A man
if I'm
named
dead, who killed me?
Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven. It
What does that
means
mean?
you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me. We need
What's
to
our
make our
plan?
way through the Ashen Mines to get to the enclosure where the Prophet's being held. It won't be
Okay, well, how
easy.
do we get him out?
The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. I'll tell you more when we get there. And we'll never get there if we don't get moving.
Roger that, let's keep going. Look at the size difference. Now, I am a wood elf, which I believe are quite small. A quite small race anyway, and I also slid the slider bar down as far as the height goes. So I am the shortest of wood elves. I'm not sure if females and males are different heights. I'm assuming they would
The
not
Ashen Mines
be.
of Daedra, these tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
Cool. Now, did she say Cold Harbor? Isn't that isn't that where the crab fishermen operate out of Cold Harbor or something like that? Just saying. Not making a big deal out of it. I'm just saying. Righto. Well, this guy here, that's not an NPC by the way. That is a.
Confidence is a beast that grows two heads for each that is cut off.
That is a guy.
Do not lose heart, Vestige. You are close now.
It's good to get some spiritual guidance from the Prophet there as I'm running along. Okay,
We made it.
that was completed. Destroy the Cold Harbor Sentinel. Talk to
Come.
Lyris.
The Sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find a way up. Magical
What are the
constructs created
Sentinels?
by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet. I've no
How?
idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded.
Well, let's go. Let's get moving. Deadliest Catch. That's what I was thinking of. Deadliest Catch. Don't they operate out of Cold Harbor? I might be wrong. Maybe it's some other harbour. I don't know. Just saw Cold Harbor and thought it. So I'm going to go the sneak attacks here because just like in Skyrim, I want to try and level up my sneak. Lyris is going to help us out. Or Lyris. I'm guessing Lyris was the name. Perhaps I wasn't concentrating. Some thin broth. Okay. Take. Good to go. So yeah, I'm going to continue to try and sneak around. I guess those dudes there aren't really doing much. That's what I'm trying to kill here. Yes, okay, so trying to figure out if headshots help, but I don't think I hit a head anyway, as it turned out. But loot them, get some gold. I don't know who those dudes are. They're just kind of dudes. Okay. Well, there's not much Oh, there's a basket. Get some aged meat. I mean, who doesn't want some aged meat? Get hungry. Look at that. 2 lots of it. So, might be able to restore some health points later on with that. Oh, there's one. Just trying to see. So that was in the back. It's the same health loss. Okay, so that doesn't really look like it matters. I'm just trying to figure out if there's specific hitboxes. I would have thought that there would be hitboxes. I know that one I just shot in the back, but it took the same health off in that one hit as the last one I hit. Plenty of those, what are they, Atronachs or Atriarchs or something? Some more fin broth, popular thing. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to matter if I hit him up in the neck, the head, the back. They look like it takes the same health, so I guess to every advantage there's a disadvantage. As I said before, it is a bit easier to shoot, well, a hell of a lot easier actually to shoot out of third-person mode as opposed to the first. Of course, the downside is it looks like that once you highlight them in red, and you've locked on, it may not matter where you actually hit them with the bow, the arrow itself. Yeah, see, that looked like it was definitely a headshot there. Or at least a neck shot of sorts, and they're all taking the same off, so maybe I should try and shoot one in the foot at some stage and see if it makes any difference whatsoever, but I may as well keep looting this stuff. Take the food. Never hurts to take food. In Skyrim, you never hang on to food long. I always sort of turn to that in desperate times. Jump into the inventory screen, the menu screen. Speaking of which, I think it's actually been vastly improved. I did get the impression, because I actually started playing Skyrim on the PlayStation 3 initially, before I had a decent enough PC to run it. So I had it on the PS3. That's where I put a lot of hours into it, and the menu system, the inventory system, I thought worked really well for console. It was easy to use. When I came across to PC, I actually picked Skyrim up again. Of course, it's Skyrim. It's awesome. There's a dead flame Atriarch thing. But when I picked it up on PC, the inventory system suddenly didn't work so well. When you're using a mouse and such, I certainly wouldn't put... As good as it was on the console, I didn't think it was great on the PC. It kind of felt like it had been made for the console, and they just hadn't bothered changing it for the PC version of. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so... Well, I don't know, that looked like a headshot, but the actual arrow dropped down to his chest, and it took less health off than all the other ones. Probably because he saw me sneaking up, but anyway. The debate on that will continue. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Oh, one of you smart boffins will most likely tell me in the comments anyway. But yes, this inventory system, which you can see here, I think is much, much better, and certainly focused for PC users, whereas I think Skyrim's was more a port of the console version. So I don't know what they're going to do, because of course Elder Scrolls Online is coming out for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 360, and I'm not sure what they're going to do, if they're going to keep the inventory system the same for the consoles, and if that's the case, then I can't see that one actually working very well. But they may adopt the Skyrim sort of approach. And that could actually also explain the reason why there is a bit of a time delay between when it's being released on the PC versus when it's being released on the console, because they might actually be updating things like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm only speculating. And again, if you're watching this into the future and you've got the answer, then do feel free to leave it in the comments section, because at this very point in time, I'm not entirely sure. I believe there are betas coming out for the 2 consoles, but I'm not sure when, and I have neither of those consoles at the moment, so I'll leave that up to you guys to find out. But feel free to leave it in the comments section, because, you know, someone else might get benefit of that. Just because I don't know doesn't mean that everyone else shouldn't know. Anyway, I suppose at some stage I should probably stop running around these areas looting things and actually get on with the quest. Right, so this is where I'm heading up here. There's another one of these flame Atronach things. They do regen in this area. There are so many people running around this area, so many other players, which you've probably seen them as I've been running around looting. You've probably seen a heap of them. I mean, there's 4 just here. There's people everywhere. And obviously they've got these Flame Atronachs regenning really, really quickly. Because you kill one, you turn around, you might loot a body or something, turn around, and the damn things respawn. So, I'm not sure if they might change that in the final game, but certainly that's something I have noticed that for anyone who's a perfectionist and likes to clear the area of all enemies, then you're not going to like this. And I also can't figure out how to cancel my arrow once I draw the bow back. But anyway, let's push this and see what happens. I have destroyed it.
Quickly,
Reach the Prophet's
while he's
cell.
blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.